Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hey, babe. Oh, man. How's your Thursday going? Oh, my God. This week has been rough, but I'm glad that you're here with me tonight. You already know what time it is. It's another episode of Pillow Talk with Bae. It's Dia Bae, your favorite bae. Purr. Go ahead and get comfy, fluff up that pillow. Let's talk about some things. I'm glad to see you. Yeah. Let's see here. Hey, babe. Oh, my goodness. How are y'all doing tonight? Is everyone well? Y'all doing okay? Oh, man, today was busy, per usual. But as always, I am happy to have y'all here for another, I don't know if this is episode, another show, another something. Look, another day spent here with Dia Bae, your favorite bae. What are we going to get into today? You may ask. We're going to get into some things. As always. But I've heard around the streets that a lot of people have been talking about the Jennifer Hough case getting dismissed by Nicki Minaj. Yeah. It's a lot of things going on. And just to give you a little backstory of why I'm talking about this. So when Jennifer first tried to put her story out, she spoke with Daytime Tea Time, which was a wonderful, wonderful interview that she did with her. I believe her cousin reached out to Daytime Tea Time and was telling her about what's going on and that her cousin needed help. So that didn't get too much traction. So then again, she reached out, or maybe her cousin reached out to Nosy Ho Live, and she was able to pick up the story and make the traction roll. And at that time, I was, oh, hey, Velo, welcome. Welcome to Pillow Talk. How you doing, love? Keep forgetting. I got to call y'all Bae. How you doing, Bae? Glad you're in the building. But once it picked up traction, I was a moderator once for Nosy Ho Live. I wasn't moderating for her At the time, she picked up the Jen story, but a little, I guess, probably maybe a couple of weeks into her, I did ask Nosy Ho, could I be a moderator for her channel because I was wanting to help push the movement and advocate to stand with Jen. I thought her story was very, very powerful. Oh, hey, Eagles. Welcome, love. How are you, my brother? I hope you're doing good today. And thank you for coming. But once her story, once I wanted to be a part of helping push that story. And that's how I that's how I wanted to be a mod for Nosy Ho Live because I wanted to advocate for Jen. I thought her story was powerful and moving. And of course, if you've dealt with things in your past, you want to help push the movement forward. And that's what I wanted to do, just to help be a voice for someone who didn't have a voice at the time. Great. I'm glad to see you and thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I enjoyed that live. I really, really enjoyed that live today. And thank you for providing that for us. You guys, please, 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 if you're not already, follow Eagle Soaring High. He is a minister of the community in his real life and a minister for these YouTube streets. And we all need that. We all need that. Yes. The mod with the with the vibes. The mod with the vibes. Hi, Lisa Real Spill. Thank you for coming out. How are you? And yes, everyone, please follow Lisa's Real Spill as well. She is a great content creator. She's doing big things up and coming. We are all supporting each other and trying to move the force of positivity through these streets because it's getting kind of messy. It's getting kind of messy. But we are trying to be the force to move the positivity through and provide content, some different entertainment for everyone. So thank you for coming through, Lisa Real Spill. I appreciate that. Oh, Eagles, brother, you already know what time it is. I'm doing good. I'm happy to see you all here. I'm really, really happy to see you all here. Look, and now that I have some people in the building, I'm gonna run my little intro back so that we can, get a little motivation and get turned up a little bit to get into some things.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I was really, really bounce, all that. I'm glad you like it, Lisa. It's something, with Pillow Talk with Bae, I try to get y'all ready for the bedtime. But, sometimes when Bae get home, maybe you had an exciting day, you had a good day, and you just ready to bounce on him or her. Not all days it's just like, hey, babe, how you doing? Some days it's like, hey, babe. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and get into the content of Jennifer Hough and her case being dismissed. Um, her dropping her case against Nicki Minaj. Let me say that correctly. And all commentary is allegedly, and in my factual opinion, shout out to Kiva. Shout out to Kiva on that one. Let's see here. Go ahead and put my disclaimer up because we don't want no problems over here. We don't want no problems. All right. I told you I need an assistant. You over there twerking, Lisa. I know that's right, girl. Honey, one day I say I want to have like a twerk fest over here. Well, nobody is on camera, but we just playing music that get us up and twerking. You feel what I'm saying? Look, and maybe Eagles can just imagine, his bag twerking on them. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, guys, I really, really appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna have a twerk day with Bay. I was told that I need to teach people how to twerk, but I don't really think that I twerk. In my mind, I'm thinking I'm twerking and I'm throwing that thing. Not quite sure. Hey, Brian, how are you, honey? Did you follow me on IG yet? I need you to follow me because I need to talk to you. Seriously. Please follow me. And that's Pillow Talk _ with Bay. Yes, please hit that like button. If you have not already, subscribe to this channel and share this video. I appreciate you guys. And let me bring this up before I lose my whole train of thought and what I was even talking about. It's so easy to get, I want to make sure everyone is feeling comfortable and they got their pillow fluffed up and we're ready for the content, as well as I want to remember what I'm here for. All right. So, shout outs to complex.com for this good old tea that we need in our lives. Thank you so much, Brian, for sharing the live. And thank you so much for everyone subscribing and liking. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. And if anybody comes in the chat that I don't speak to right now, I apologize. Charge it to my head, not my heart, because I'm reading. But I will. All right. So Nicki Minaj accuser voluntarily dismisses harassment lawsuit against the rapper. It seems Nicki Minaj has secured a legal win. As pointed out by various outlets, Jennifer Hough, excuse me, let me make that bigger for y'all. Jennifer Hough has voluntarily dismissed her harassment lawsuit against the Queen rapper. Hough's attorney confirmed the move Wednesday, months after she sued Nicki and her husband, Kenneth Petty. The case was voluntarily dismissed as to Nicki in New York. Hughes' lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, told Complex the case against Kenneth is ongoing. Court documents filed in a U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of New York state the suit was dismissed without prejudice, meaning Hough may pursue the case against Nicki at a later time. This does not mean that Nicki Minaj is in the clear, Blackburn added. In fact, she probably in a worse position now than prior to when the case started. So I would say stay tuned. And it looks like here is the court documents. The notice of voluntary dismissal of defendant Onika Tanya Mirage pursuant to FRCP. All right. Pursuant to the rule 41A1AI of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, plaintiff Jennifer Hough, plaintiff and her counsel hereby give notice that plaintiff voluntarily dismisses her claims against defendant Onika Tanya Mirage without prejudice, dated January 12th, 2020. So, like I was saying previously before, that I I started, I guess, my modding career before I became a content creator with Nosy Ho Live. Hey, Carol, how are you? Thank you. Hope your husband is doing well. Also, I appreciate you guys coming the other night. Thank you so very, very much. I really, really appreciated that. Tell hubby I said hey. Look, my favorite hubby bay or bay hubby. um, but I started my modding career with Nosy Ho Live. I don't know if it's a career, but quote quote. With Nosy Ho Live, when she was starting the Jennifer story, even though I was already watching her previously before she picked up that story. I wanted to become a mod for her because I wanted to help gain traction to her story. And it ended up doing well. I was very, very proud of her and her success. I no longer mod for Nosy Ho Live. It was last year. I think around April, like April or May. I stopped. No, I think it was March or April. I stopped modding for her, and but she still gained traction. And shout out to also Hot Shot Radio. He's still advocating for Jennifer Hough, which is much appreciated. He's still sticking to it. I stand with Jen. So it's been a great movement. But she didn't want to, just to give my side and my thoughts. She originally did not want to pursue any legal actions. I remember on a live specifically, and unfortunately, Nosy Ho Live, um, is no longer active. I guess I have an active YouTube channel, the one that she had previously. She did get banned off of YouTube. But I remember Jennifer came up, and I believe it was Nosy Ho Live and also Jaguar Wright came up and was asking Jennifer, you should pursue legal action. And she was like, no, I'm really not. I really don't want to. And that let me know that she never really wanted to. So this hearing that she dismissed the case was, natural on her end because she never wanted to do it from the jump. But I know that there was a lot of people in her ear stating, what you need to do is go. And all this is allegedly, even though I was a part of it, all this is allegedly in my factual opinion. She didn't want to pursue charges in the first place. She didn't want the recognition. She didn't want to be known. She didn't want to even have her face out there. But there were a lot of people that kind of pushed her to pursue legal action. And that's good because if she was actually threatened, allegedly, from one of, thank you, Brian, I appreciate it. If she was threatened actually from one of um, Nicki Minaj peoples, then of course, you know, you want to get your story out there just in case. Because she said off the top, I remember the day when she came up on the panel on Nosy Ho's Live and said, I wanted to get my story out just in case anything happens to me. I want people to know. And she has every right to speak her truth. Every right. Especially because she was very scared. You can feel it. When she was on that panel, you could feel it through the screen. She was scared and was unaware of what might happen. But of course, there's always people in the background pushing you to move forward, either to gain, go for them legally to gain profits, or just to push to get their story out. However it may go, that's what she was wanting to do. So, um, I what I was saying from the start is I know she didn't want to go after them legally, but she did, and that's her choice. So, get back to this complex. Nikki has yet to directly respond to the dismissal, but she showed love to all her supporters after, let's see here, sorry about that, after her name began trending on Twitter. And here's something from Twitter. We love you, Nikki, is now trending to number 4. Now, what I say is the barbs, the barbs. If I ever was to gain any traction, hold on, so y'all can see my face. If I ever was to gain any traction, I want a fan base like the Barbs. Okay? Because they are ride or die, oh hell Mary for Nicki Minaj. For sure. For sure. They are all hail to the queen. And when you become famous, if you've ever had any kind of clout or traction in your life or been known around the town, shall I say, you know how it is when you have a group of people around you. Of course, they make sure you're doing what's right, but they also help push and drive the force for you, so that you can be the better you and you can get your name out there. And the Barbs, oh, you can't say that Nikki smirked wrong without them attacking you. And the Barbs go hard. I am not per se a Nikki fan. I'm more of a Cardi fan. But it don't got nothing to do with this case. I just like Cardi music better. Now Nikki, in the back in the day, Nikki, when she was spitting bars and going hard before she got commercial. Now, yeah, I fucks with Nikki then, but once she turned commercial, she got cheesy, and she probably was trying just like me. I'll probably get cheesy. I'm probably cheesy right now. Yo, slap some turkey on it and call me a sandwich, bitch. Like seriously, I'm probably cheesy right now, and we all try to find our niche and identify. But as a listener, I just wasn't rocking with it. But Cardi, I'm still rocking with Cardi to this day. Like, even before she became famous, her underground, her mixtape, and then when she became commercial, quote unquote, per se, it still gave that hard, that street vibe that I could relate to. So I just wasn't with the Nikki with the wigs and like, going in the persona and her alternate egos. I just wasn't with it. I'm sorry. You know, hate me. I don't care. I wasn't with it. But I wouldn't say I'm a Barty gang, but I do prefer Cardi's music over Nicki Minaj. Anywho, and move on to the contents. Source tells TMZ there was no financial settlement in the dismissal. Now, I must add to that, even though there was not a financial settlement in the dismissal, I'm put allegedly in front of my words. Hey, Queen Tulsa, what's up, boo? How you doing, love? Thank you for coming over. Hopefully you hit that like button, girl. Yes, yes. But I want to say, what was it? Even sources tell TMC there was no financial settlement in the dismissal. I want to add my thoughts and 2 cents into it. When Jen was telling her story, she said that they offered her money Now, quote me if I'm wrong. I believe it was $30,000, if my mind mistakes me or not. $30,000 that Black offered Jennifer Hough to, I think, talk in Nikki's defense, if I'm not mistaken. Um, to say, please drop the charges or don't show up to court or something of that nature. Like I said, don't quote me on that. And this is all allegedly in my factual opinion for the commentary. Okay. But he did offer her money and she declined. So I wouldn't be surprised, allegedly, if they offered her money to dismiss this case. And at this point, I know Jennifer is tired. She's tired. And she's ready for this to be over. She's not used to being in the spotlight. When I watched her interview with The Real, she seemed very, very timid. And I will play this after I will play that after I go over this article from complex.com. But she seemed very timid. And I've been around people like that are just not used to being in the spotlight, is used to playing more of the background role. And that's okay. Some people like to, like, I'll say for me, example, I don't mind camming up and I don't mind being in the spotlight. I enjoy it. I love it. Okay. I love it. So, it's natural and it feels good as long as I'm doing something and talking about something that feels good for me. But then again, I know people that rather just like maybe help out with a StreamYard, help assisting in the background, help, promoting your stuff. Not everybody wants to be in the forefront. Thank you, Tulsa. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not seeing your comments right away. Sometimes, yes, you snuggled up with Babe. Hey, yes, that's what I love to hear. On Pillow Talk with Babe, we like to pillow talk and lay up with Babe. You know what I'm saying, girl? I love it. You are very sweet. I enjoy. Please, you guys, follow the Queen Tulsa show if you have not. She is a very, she's very, very animated. I look. I done told you, Queen Tulsa, if you still here, that I'm trying to link with you, girl. We need to collab on some things and get into it, honey. I already know you right up my speed, girl. Yes. Make sure you like, shared, and subscribe this if you have not already. Okay. You a Nicki fan? What's your favorite Nicki song, Lisa? Tell me, girl. I like my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon. But again, I'm not a Nicki fan. But that is one of my favorite songs from her. Yeah. First of all, I know Lisa probably be really, really twerking. When she said she was twerking, I believe it. She was getting down and dirty. And that's what I like. I like. That's why I follow her. I'm subscribed to Lisa. Because I already know. Like minds think alike. But Queen Tulsa, if you are still here, please let me know. Okay. If you trying to collab on some stuff. It could be your page or mine. But I know like minds think alike and like I feel the vibes. So girl, let me know. And here, let me get back to the content. So, like I said, sources said there was no financial settlement and a dismissal. However, she did say that Black offered her, I believe that it was $30,000 to dismiss the case when Kenneth Petty was, and this is all allegedly, when Kenneth Petty was pulled over and then later found out that he did not register as a sex offender. So I wouldn't be surprised, allegedly, if that wasn't done behind the scenes, because Jennifer just looked really, really tired and really ready to get this over with because she didn't want to do it in the first place. However, Nikki reportedly plans to sue Hough over the cost of legal fees. Interesting. The battle goes all the way back to the mid 1990s when Petty was accused of sexually assaulting Hough when they were both 16 years old. In 1995, Petty pleaded guilty to attempt first-degree rape and went on to serve more than 4 years behind bars. Now, when I look at Petty, look, allegedly, when I look at Petty, he looked guilty. I'm sorry. Hate me if you ain't me. He looked guilty. It's like somebody tattooed guilt and T on his eyebrows. My factual opinion. Okay? Take it or leave it. It's your decision. Hough filed a lawsuit. Jesus. Hough filed a lawsuit against Nikki and Petty in August 2021, accusing the celebrity couple of harassment and intimidation in an effort to keep her quiet. Hough claimed Nikki and her associates contacted her directly and tried to convince her to recant her sexual assault claims. She even alleges that two people offered her family $500,000, 500 bean bags, moolah, cheddar, cheese, all that to recant her story. So let me ask y'all a question in the chat. If you were in her position, would you recant your story for 50 bands? 500 bands. Sorry, not even 50 bands. 500 bands. Would you do it? I'm curious, babe. Would you take me shopping with that 500 bands? 500,000 bands. Oh, man, I can't even get it right. With the 500 bands. Would you take me shopping, babe? Let me know in the chat what you would do. Nikki denied the allegations in court documents filed last month. During the call, I never asked her to change her story. I never offered her any money in return for a statement, and I did not threaten her with any type of harm if she chose not to provide a statement. Minaj reportedly stated, in fact, I empathetically told her that I did not want her to lie about anything and to tell the truth about what she had just revealed to me, only if she was comfortable doing so. Now, I do have commentary about that because since day one, I'm going to put my face up here so y'all can see me clearly. Since day one, Jennifer has said that exact same story that Nikki never offered her anything. So I don't know where this all comes from. Allegedly. I know where it comes from, but allegedly. But since day one, she has always said that Nikki called her, checked on her, basically exactly what Nikki said. What her story was, allegedly, is that Black, which is Nikki and Kenneth's childhood friend, offered her the money. And that is what Jennifer has said on behalf of Nicki Minaj. That doesn't mean that Nicki Minaj sent them, okay? That doesn't mean that, okay? And this is all my factual opinion. Choo-choo. Rev your engine, okay? But seriously. Oh, yes, WAP. Mm-hmm. You like that WAP, don't you, Brian? I know you do. But yes, that's true, Eagles. I'm serious. I was around back then on YouTube. And like I was saying, I don't know if you missed it or not, but I was a former mod of Nosy Ho before the whole Avatar thing. Like I had parted ways from her before that. But I was modding for her during that I Stand with Jen. Right before, um, right when she started the movement for the Jen, that's when I became a mod for her. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to become, because I wanted to help push the movement forward. But yeah, it's just like she's always stood. Now, I don't know what's in the court papers or none of that. I ain't got the time. Damn sure ain't got the time or the brain capacity to be reading all that. Look, I want to get to the nitty gritty. Y'all give me the tea. I'll regurgitate it for you. Add my little commentary, my spin to it, a little pillow talk to it. That's what our commentary is. This is our pillow talk. What we do with before we get in bed with bae, or while we in bed with bae before we go to sleep. We talk about things. We talk about our day, talk about some news, maybe talk about, a little bit of mess. Oh, my cousin called Keisha a bitch the other day. That's what we do with babe before we lay our heads down. We pillow talk. Okay, so that's what we do over here. It's not really commentary. It's pillow talk. But just so people can know where I'm coming from, I say commentary because everybody don't know what pillow talk with bae is. Everybody ain't got a bae, or they got a half a bae, or a quarter of a bae, partial bae. look, and I done had a quarter and partial and halfway 75% bae too. All right. But looks like that was it for that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause this. We're gonna take a break. Sometimes you gotta go and refreshen up for bae, or you might want to go brush your teeth, gargle some mouthwash for bae before you get into some things. So we're gonna take our quick commercial break while we refreshing up. Y'all like that? Let me know in the chat while this is going on if you like refreshing up for bae.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Is your panty clean? I ain't no punta. My panties, I keep my panties clean. Did you refreshing up for bae? Refreshing up with bae. Oh my, where my damn notepad at? I gotta make sure I write that down. Fuck it, I'll do it later. Anyhow. Let's go ahead and check out the interview with The Real and Jennifer Hough. Shout out to The Real. I'm going to show this picture. I'm going to take this down and we're going to listen to it in the background. I almost caught a copyright strike for that Janet Jackson video the other day. Bae ain't got time for it. Y'all want to see me around, right? We don't want no conspiracy theories, right? That somebody that took me out the game, Lord. No, okay. All right, let's get into it.
This guest is speaking out for the first time on camera regarding the lawsuit she filed against Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty. A lawsuit accusing them of harassment and intimidation, among other charges. We believe that all women's voices have the right to be heard, which is why we invited her to come here today. Please welcome Jennifer Hough and her lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Jennifer and Tyrone. Jennifer, I know this is not an easy thing for you to do, so we're going to take our time. After being silent for so long, why are you here speaking up today?
I'm tired of being afraid. I feel like the actions that were taken in regards to this whole situation have put me in a different type of fear at my age now, and it was.
So I want to show this part because it kind of, I'm the type of person that I'm an energy person, and I can feel energies even through the screen. I feel energies through the screen, even when not too much when in the comments, but if I'm visually, like you can visually see me and you hear me talking, you can feel my energy through the screen if you're an energy person. So I want to show, let me see, let me run this back just a little bit. I want to show you guys how timid she looks, and you know she's very reserved into herself. You can tell that she's had a lot happen in her lifetime, and we all have, but it shows through her, and even the way she speaks, she's always been soft spoken, even from the daytime tea time interview that she did before Nosy Ho Live did her interview. It's always been like that. Very shy, very timid, very to herself. So I'm going to pull this up on the screen so you guys can see. And she looks very homely. Okay, Brian, don't you look, you better come back. Hey Bertree, how you doing, hon? Thank you for coming. But Jennifer looks very homely and very timid. She's always been like that. That's always been her deal. And I wanted to present that to you guys as we listen to this interview, because not only is she going to tell the hard life that she's had, you can actually feel it and see it through the screen, you guys. Okay? And because I don't want no strikes,
It was wrong, and
back
I don't
to
want to
me.
be afraid anymore. So the only way not to be afraid is to continue to speak up.
Jennifer, I'm going to read because I don't want to make
And
a
at this
mistake.
point, she's
This is an important
crying.
story.
She has tears in
Though
her eyes.
Kenneth Petty first denied the rape charges, he was charged with first-degree rape, subsequently pleaded guilty to attempted rape, and spent over 4 years in prison, according to the inmate records. Did you feel that justice was served?
I don't think I thought about justice per se, because I was still blaming myself. I thought it was something that I did or didn't do. So I don't think I thought about.
So I want to come back and I want to show y'all the emotions. And it's like she went back in time. The emotions. You can see it. Hold on. Let me pull my sister girl up. Because I will forever stand with her. Like I did from the first day I seen her interview until up to this day. Like I stand with her because we've all had things going on in our lives. We all have childhood trauma. We can say that we never had any trauma in our life, but even not getting the candy that you wanted out of the store could have caused you trauma for y'all brats out here. I can't tell you who has more trauma than the next person. I can't. All I can do is say, come on and cuddle up with babe. Come on. We're going to get back to the content. Hold up.
if I got justice. I just knew he did what he did and he went to jail, and I had to leave my family, I had to leave my home, and I had to move away. So, yeah, I never really gave it much thought.
How has this affected you emotionally over the years?
In so many ways. Hiding within myself, living and surviving through insecurities, using them to protect myself, thinking that if I don't look a certain way, I won't attract a certain type of attention. And I've been like that my whole life.
Jennifer, let's move forward. When it was announced that Kenneth Petty was marrying Nicki Minaj, what was your first thought about that news?
I was so afraid of being found out. I was so afraid of being known as.
See, right there, being afraid. Like, have you guys ever been afraid that something that is personal to you was going to come out? Either on YouTube, on Facebook, or Instagram. Have you ever been afraid like there's just, it's something that you got going on? I just don't want nobody to know. Either you got a 6 toe, or somebody broke your heart so bad you wanted to take your own heart out. Or maybe you've been around the streets cheating, laid up with everybody. Has there ever been anything that you don't want the public to know? That's the kind of fear that she had. And the reason why she didn't want to, in my factual opinion, allegedly, is why she didn't want to come out with the information, because she was afraid. At the end of the day, she was afraid. She didn't want people to know who, if I have anybody, and this is a trigger warning. I forgot to put up there that it's a trigger warning. And mods, if you're still here, can you put trigger warning in the chat? I greatly, greatly appreciate you. But it's a trigger warning. I don't know if Benz is here or Velo. Okay, Velo's there. Thank you. No, that's like just put a trigger warning. Or I'll do it. All right. Trigger warning. I don't know if anybody has dealt with abuse or not in their past. And if they have, I feel for you. Okay. My sister, my brother, I feel for you. And I'm here for you to uplift you. Okay. But I can only imagine she probably didn't want her story to get out. Okay. Who wants that they have been, ard or emmed while they were younger to get out to the public? Who would want that? That's got to be very, very difficult to deal with. So, I can understand where she comes from. And she probably, I don't know if that's the cousin, Sunday Grayson. I remember there was a cousin that she beefed with on Nosy Whole Lot, but there was a cousin that pushed her story to daytime tea time, allegedly. And that cousin, I think, is Sunday Grayson, in which they were not getting along on Nosy Whole Live panel. But she's the one that pushed her story out to daytime tea time, trying to help her cousin. In return, she didn't want any help, I guess, at first. But then she was kind of pushed to say, okay, now I want to tell my story because I don't want anything to happen to me. And if something does happen, I want y'all to know who did it. Okay. So I can only imagine. Hell, I got shit I don't want y'all to know. My damn self. So I feel her. But at the same time, she also wanted to make sure that if things did happen, that people were aware. So I get it from both. I love being, let me tell y'all something. I'm a Cancer, and if there's any other Cancers in the house, y'all can relate. We're very compassionate and very relatable people. So I get it from both sides. Her not wanting to get her business out there, but at the same time, if these motherfuckers actually kill me or take me out, I want y'all to know, okay? Because y'all gonna be advocating for me, all right? Y'all gonna be getting justice for me, okay? So at any time I have an issue, best believe y'all gonna know. Look, I'm a stunt for y'all. Y'all better stunt for Bay. I get back to the content.
The person he violated, and I didn't want that. You know, it's Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. The person was so afraid of being known as the person he violated, and I didn't want that. You know, it's Nicki Minaj.
Sorry, I was on mute. Who would want that's the most important part I got out of that interview. Who would want to go after Nicki Minaj? We got some content creators on this platform in this sector. I guess that I don't know where I'm at. I'm all over the damn place. I don't know what sector I'm in. I'm just here. Okay. But we all have that one person that we don't want our information getting out to. That's how she felt. She's like, I don't want my, like I don't want to be going up against Nicki Minaj. Who would want that? The Barbs are treacherous. Okay. Okay. I don't know if y'all ever been on Twitter and seen them Barbs with them Twitter fingers. They goes in for their queen. Okay. Just like content creators here on this platform. They have their subscribers and they have their gangs, their cults, their I guess subs, gangs, cults, whatever people call them. The group of people that follow them and vow to be with them and ride and dine for them. We all got them. Do I got pillow talk with Bay gang gang? Yeah. When I'm gonna get my gang gang? Look, do I got my gang gang yet? Are we here? Are we here yet or no? But in time it happens. As long as you keep it real with them, know that as long as your subscribers know that you make mistakes sometimes. Check me, please check me if I fuck up. Know that I am a character. I'm a content creator, okay? I create content. Don't take anything offensively. Know that if you need me, I'm here. Then we're gonna be good. Okay. You ready for the gang gang, girl? You got me, my brother. We're gonna ride through the streets now. I want y'all to be here for me. Yes, I do. I most certainly do. But I also want y'all to make sure that I'm on my shit. First things first, I came on the YouTube because Mr. Bay don't want to hear this YouTube shit. Okay. Second thing is for me to hold myself accountable. All my life, I never got held accountable for my actions. Okay. And I'm going to keep it a band with you. I am an only child. So this allows me to be held accountable for what I do. Okay? So check me. Check me respectfully. I'm going to check your ass back. Okay? No, hold on now. I can take it and dish it sometimes because I'm sensitive. I'm a Cancer. Anywho, let's move on to the content. We're going to take a quick refreshing. We're going to refreshing ourselves for Bay. All right. Yes. Check. Let's refreshing ourselves for Bay real quick while we move on to the next topic of Wendy Williams. What the hell Wendy got going on?
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Yes, I'm back. You know, I love getting in the character. Sometimes, like usually, what you'll probably on Messy Wednesdays, you'll probably get real mean. But on days like this, you're gonna get the character. You're gonna get Pillow Talk with Bay, and I'm gonna be extra. I'm gonna be extravagant. I'm gonna get into the things, you know, because I try to be more relatable on Messy Wednesdays versus on the other days. I'm actually providing content. Okay. And thank you to the mob. Make sure that y'all subscribe to her channel. Okay. She ain't up and running yet, but she will be. All right. Get to it, Velo. Get to it. Yes, and this is actually a young lady. But I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be mind being called a him. No shame, no tea. Let's talk about Wendy. Oh, wait, where the camera? Vino, no. Y'all know I'm silly. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. All right. I'm helping her get her channel up and running. I'm going to try to at least, if she would get it going. Okay? All right. Let's get to the content. I'm still over here just to cheat. My jaw's going to be hurting at the end of the goddamn night. No, actually, no. For real, at the end of the night, they will be hurting because I'm going to really get into some things after I get off live. All right, let me share my screen. All right. All right. So this commentary, this pillow talk is brought to you by OK Magazine News. Wendy Williams acted erratic and stripped naked. She got bucket naked for them hoes while filming talk show at home 1 year before recent hospitalization. Why? First, okay. Did she go live while she was naked? let's get into it. Let's get into it. Wendy Williams was reportedly acting strange for a while before her most recent hospitalization in 2021. At the beginning of the COVID-19, the C-19 almost slipped up. At the beginning of the panorama, the TV personality was filming her hit show, the Wendy Williams Show, from her home in New York City when fans and staffers reportedly began to notice her odd behavior. She was eventually admitted to the hospital in 2020, where she remained for weeks, causing her to take a hiatus from her beloved daytime show. Now, more details have been revealed about what actually happened before her hospitalization. While producers at the time insisted Williams was suffering from symptoms of Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder that she opened up about for the first time back in 2018, there was apparently much more to the story. According to The Sun, the 57-year-old was acting erratic while filming in her at-home studio, including outbursts where she was seen sobbing uncontrollably. Now, I don't know about you guys, if you all have had a breakdown to where you felt like there was too much weight on your shoulders, but I know I have. For one, I'm a single mother of 3 beautiful, gorgeous girls. 3 beautiful, gorgeous little girls. 11, 9, and 7. And I try as much as I try to be the perfect mother. Sometimes it gets hard. And I feel like I ain't doing enough or doing as much as I can, even though I am, I'm a perfect Patty, positive Patricia type of girl. So yeah, it's gotten kind of hard. So I understand, you cry, but they say the tears releases the pain. So maybe we shouldn't do that on live, while we're filming. I must say, we should probably leave that to when we cut the camera off. But even I have gotten Bae, your favorite Bae, Dia Bae, have gotten teary-eyed. And I ain't even been on YouTube that long. I think I got like maybe 30 some odd videos. And I've gotten teary-eyed, speaking passionately about stuff. So I get it. However, it's a time and a place. And if you feel it coming, because we all get that lump in the throat, but we got to swallow and take a deep breath. Then we go like this. And then take over. Commercial break. Pillow talk. Refreshener. We got to go. Okay. It's all about how you handle it. And when I feel like people really give their raw emotion, and not everyone, like that, I have mixed emotions. But I'm gonna go back to the content. Okay. Sources also revealed to the outlet that Williams had been drinking heavily at the time and was struggling with her addiction problems following her split from her husband, Kevin Hunter, 50, in 2019. The talk show host previously spent time living in a sober house to deal with her substance abuse issues. Now, on Lisa's Real Spill today, we was talking about this, and we both mentioned that she probably was dealing with the husband. I think I said the husband, the divorce, and then she said the substance abuse issue. And that's what it was. Both tied together. Williams' manager and a small group of staffers were eventually called to her New York City penthouse to offer their support during her rough patch. However, when they arrived to her apartment, they reportedly found her completely naked in her room while touching herself in a Ooh, she got suspect with the fingers. Whoa, she was getting into some things and thing. She was playing with that thing. She was touching herself. She was giving pleasure to herself. She was pleasing her body. Woo! Okay, let me read that from the beginning. However, when they arrived to her apartment, they reportedly found her completely naked in her room while touching herself in an sexual manner. Okay. And shouting vulgar comments, it was reported. Wow. The show has since continued on without Williams, and her fans have been enjoying her temporary fill-ins, especially Sheree Shepherd and Leah Remini, as they stepped in to help the show's viewership from plummeting. Despite rumors that Williams will not be making a return to her famous purple chair, a source recently revealed she is preparing to make a big comeback. She's feeling better every day and has every intention on coming back to her show, and even wants to work on some other projects in her upcoming year, the insider insisted. Wendy never planned on not returning, so that's not something that is even on her radar. The embattled host also declared she was doing fabulous in December while leaving a Miami wellness center without shoes on. All right. Whew. After that one, bang, we need a refresher. We need to clean up around here because that was a whole lot of. All right.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
The bop bop buzz it bop bop. Yeah. Wow, Wendy is right. I got a little bit more for y'all though. That was back in 2020. Okay, that was back in 2020. We got some updated stuff. Got to build up the momentum. Okay. All right. Now we're going to run that thing back from the bottom of the map. Juve. I get so silly. I be like, wait, because when I start laughing to where it's uncontrolled. All right. Whew. Okay, let's get back to the content. Don't pay me no attention. All right. So this comes the source credits Yahoo. All right. Sources claim Wendy Williams had a drunken episode that caused her to strip naked in front of managers. All right. This is from my time yesterday, because it's Friday on the East Coast, but probably still your time, wherever you are in this world. Or it could have been the previous day. I don't know. Anywho. Some disturbing reports have surfaced about Wendy Williams and her conduct while filming the Wendy Williams show at her home. Hold on. Wait 1 minute. Let me look at this real quick. So this is the second time this has happened to her. All right. Yeah, this is the second time this has happened to her. This is interesting. Because I'm like, wait a minute. This happened before. I know back in 2020 because that's what I just read. But she did it again. Yes. We all do. We all do. Wow. This happened again. Let's get into it. So, we already talked about back in 2020 the things that happened to herself. All right. So, there has been so many reports about Williams in the 6 months that have alleged that her health is failing, her mental health is in poor state, and she doesn't want to return to her purple chair. Her brother Thomas Williams has denied the reports that she was showing early signs of dementia and wheelchair bound. Her son, Kevin Hunter Jr., recently uploaded a clip of his mother looking healthy, enjoying a salad and a smoothie. Make sure you get your balanced meals per day, okay? And drink your water. Drink your water. Enjoying a salad and a smoothie, Williams even told the paparazzi that she felt fabulous while leaving a Miami wellness center. So it looks like this happened again. What is going on with Wendy? What's going on with Wendy? Y'all, come on. Help us. Help me help her. Yes, Lord, take the wheel and drive us to, I was about to say holy matrimony. I'm ready to get married. Babe, if you watching, I'm ready to get married. Drive us, the Lord Jesus, take the wheel to holy matrimony. No, but serious, this is the second time. I had to reread it. I'm like, what in the world? Why does it sound so familiar? Because I know, wait a minute, it don't sound that familiar like I've been through it. It sounds that familiar like she done did it twice. 2 times. 2. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's way more than 2. For the people that's been following Wendy since she was a radio host personality. I don't know if anybody is here that has followed Wendy since she was a radio host personality. But yeah. I know. Oh, one of my favorite clips. Look, I'm going to pull up one of my favorite clips. Y'all going to like this. Oh, man. Now, this shit here, you talking about a read. You talking about a raid. Judge Joe Mathis read Wendy Williams 4/5. Okay. I'm trying to find a short clip because most of these is like, damn, 20 minutes long.
Look at yourself, worrying about music license.
I ain't worried about shit, but getting to the content. Let's go.
So when
Come on.
Jada's was because she was.
No, this ain't what I'm looking for. I don't.
Throwback TV. As I was affirming my nasal passages, the judge is looking at me very accusatory-like, out of the corner of his beady eyes, thinking that I mother, and what's something? How dare you? I didn't say.
Now, must I remind y'all? This is a throwback, a classic throwback from Classic Throwback TV. Shout out to them. Go follow them. Hold on, let me put this on the screen real quick. Shout out to them. If you want to go follow them, looks like they got the T on the Classic Throwbacks because they on the TV. Follow me. Anywho, this is from Classic TV Throwback. This is the Throwback Radio. Judge Mathis destroys Wendy Williams back in 2003. All right. Let's go ahead and listen. Let me remove this. All right. Wait a minute. So, Judge Joe Mathis was Wendy Williams' favorite judge on TV. Is Pillow Talk with Bae your favorite Bae on YouTube? Let me know in the chat. Just let me know. I'm curious. Let's get back to the content.
But you, Judge, you reign supreme. Thank you, so, anyway, why the lure of the guns and the drugs in the streets? In the book, you'll also find out about his life in jail and then out of jail.
Am I good now?
How
You can
he
hear me?
attained a GED, how he was blocked from the bar. Basically, a story of triumph and over tragedy.
Yeah. Yep, and that's what I do. And the fact is, I wrote that book not because I wanted to go and reveal all my skeletons. The fact is, I do. Well, I didn't. I never wanted people to know about my background, and it wasn't until 1995 when I ran for judge that my opponents dug up my criminal background. Up until that point, I had worked in politics.
Now, we all know once your clout, your traction starts to build, some people hate on you. Yes. But then some people want to know who you really are. They want to know how genuine you're being to your audience. If you're playing a genuine, authentic role. So they want to know, especially if you're, I want to say a person like myself, because I am about positivity in the atmosphere. But I also will pop my shit when I need to. I'm kind of like a mystical person. You want to know more about me. Now, some people, normal people, will just sit back and watch to get to learn me and get to figure me out. However, you have the people that want to go behind the scenes to figure out who you are. And that's cool too. Do your thing. I ain't into it, but do your thing. Whatever floats your boat. Back to the content.
Had become a lawyer, had worked for the mayor of Detroit, had worked with Reverend Jesse Jackson, who had mentored me in politics, had did all that, and no one other than a couple of folks had known I was a thug as a kid. So when I ran for judge, you know the nature of politics, as I call it.
Whoa, don't ever, wait a minute, my brother Eagle, don't you ever be sorry for anything you do over here, okay? You are welcomed with open arms. Below, get it together. Don't be making my brother feel bad. All right, I'm gonna take your wrench. No, I'm just kidding. This is my personal friend in real life. So I'm just playing. Like, y'all be like, oh my God, wait a minute. She said she's gonna take a wrench. I'm just kidding. But I'm serious with you, Eagles. Don't ever come over here feeling sorry. But look, you are very much welcome. Actually, you'll probably have a wrench by tomorrow. You always here spending time with me, and I appreciate it. And I don't want look, you always here. And I like people that's always here. And I appreciate your support and love. Let me get back to the content. Because I start getting all deep and shit. I got to stay on course.
Yes, they dug up my background and gave it to the media in an attempt to destroy my career. And what man thought would destroy me, God used it to lift me up and make me the youngest judge in Michigan. And that's why I'm so protective of my image and anybody who tries to touch that. You know, yesterday I was on the Caroline Ray show. This is the woman that replaced Rosie O'Donnell. I know about that show. They asked me to be a street correspondent, but I chose to hold that for this glorious VH1 thing that I'm doing right here in the studio. Very good. All right, so to be on the Wendy Williams show. So let me tell you, let me tell you how folks want to keep me in the street. Let me tell you how they want to keep me in the street. We are interviewing about my book. Suddenly she asked, she said, "Where's the cards? Where are the 3 cards?" And they bring out 3 cards. I said, "What you want me to do with that?" I said, "We heard you play 3-card Molly. We heard you play that with your wife, and we want you to flip 3-card Molly."
They got wait a minute. Whoa. They got all into it. We heard you like to play 3-card Molly with your wife. Whoa. Hold on. Who the fuck? Excuse me, minister. Who told you that me and Bay like to do that? Y'all be getting all up in it. Jesus. Oh, man. Money, because I'm not a 3-card money flipper. Okay. I am a judge who've overcome all of that. Yeah, but so you don't try to send me back to the hood and have me representing that. I want to represent excellence. I want to represent commitment to overcoming the obstacles in the hood. She put out a stack of money. Okay. She put out a stack of money and put money down. Okay. I said, no, we can't gamble on television. Okay. I'm a judge. Okay. We can't gamble, period. Okay. It's against the law. Okay. Unless we're at a casino. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say judges can't gamble. No, that's me and Bay's favorite thing. We like to gamble now. Continue. Okay. So one, she's taking me back to the street, showing her audience that I still knew how to, what she presumed, I still knew how to throw and flip the money. Okay. Secondly, she's gonna have me gamble, break the law on television. Okay. A judge, a distinguished judge. Oh no, what we don't do is break the law on television, live, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope. No, Periscope is gone. Social media platforms, period. Won't break the law. The way I feel. Yes. And lastly, what happened was when she picked the red card, I showed her. I said, "You know more about the streets than me now. I'm out the streets and you in it." Because she was right and I was wrong with the 3-card money. If I had some cards, I would ask you to do that too. I don't feel as if there's anything wrong with that, Judge. No, because you know why? Well, I'm through with the streets. Talk with you because here on this show, whether it's TV or radio, one thing that Wendy Williams does is keep it real with her audience. Now, my audience knows all about me and what I've been through, and what they don't know, I go into explicit details in my book. Now, that might not be... Okay, I got to pause this for a second because you seen me lean back, right? I broke my chair earlier, okay? I broke the whole back off my chair. Here you go. Okay, it's no longer here anymore. God rest his back soul. But I was, as you see me, I went like this, and I stopped in mid view because Bay was about to be Flow Bay. Okay.
Be true according to you about this woman that allegedly you slept with. You allegedly got her pregnant. Listen to just let me draw up the skeleton, Judge, and then you fill in the meat.
Wendy, I didn't read that part. Now you making that up.
Okay, let me
Now
draw.
WBLS about to be sued for defamation. You gonna make some stuff.
Okay,
Wait
Judge,
a
you
minute. Wait a minute.
Okay,
That's everybody's favorite word these days. Defamation. Get the lawyer. I'm suing you. Oh God. Let us pray.
All right, that's called defamation, Wendy.
Okay.
She did not allege that.
All right, well, look.
I'll tell you what she alleged, and it wasn't that.
All right, you
No,
tell me what
this
she
is
alleged,
allegedly.
Judge, in all of your
She
anger.
alleged that I'm not angry.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And
I'm
this
not
is about
angry.
what,
Okay.
20 years
She
old?
had an encounter with me where I was getting high.
Doing
and
cocaine.
doing
Brought to you
cocaine
by
that you've been addicted
Classic
to most of your
Throwback
life and
TV.
still addicted to based on your nasal passages and all these days you're missing at work and going
Okay.
in and out of the bathroom right while I'm here in the
Okay.
studio. As I told you, I've never used
New York
cocaine
City,
in
are
my
you
life.
following me?
Oh, they was
I've
reading
never
each other for
used
filth.
cocaine in my life.
Okay, well,
Never
okay,
in my
tell me
life.
what else she alleged,
So,
Judge.
she also alleged that I asked her to sleep with my wife.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. Right. And so, and if you want to believe that ridiculous nonsense, you feel free to.
Oh, yeah,
If you
Velo
want to
is
keep
sweet as
fueling
pie.
it when no one else
And
has even
you'll
asked me
enjoy
about
her.
Nobody else keeps it real like
everyone
that.
in the
Look,
media knows that
If you in the big butts and I cannot lie, follow her.
tabloids print trash, but every week that they pay people to come up with you or anyone in this studio to go to a tabloid and tell them, I want to sell you a story on someone, and they'll buy it.
Right.
And if that's the type of stuff that you fuel on your show,
And part
feel
of-
free to. But I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
I also
other than
got it.
I didn't do it.
I also
and
got
I
it
have
from
nothing to do with it. And I
listen.
don't know the woman, never met her, never used cocaine. Now, let's talk about
Allegedly.
fueling your stuff. You, on the other hand, have admitted to being addicted to cocaine.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you continue to show symptoms of your
Rehab.
addiction.
Okay.
Lastly,
What
I
are those
heard that you
symptoms? Tell me.
these nasal passages you keep
Yes.
coughing up.
And I did
Secondly,
Afrin, and I did
this
Afrin.
eternal cold that you continue to have,
Yes,
that you
okay.
have to come to work because every other week,
Okay.
and now you even stupid so low as to blame it on your baby, your newborn. How low can you get? That's about as low as you can get to blame your child for your cocaine addiction. Then, lastly,
Judge.
your bisexual activity. I'm sure you always want to know about that. I've heard that
you
rumor.
did
So
it,
I
Judge.
definitely
No,
love
you
that.
did it.
Yeah. Oh, he
No,
watches?
you- wait a-
Does he watch when you do it?
Yes.
Wow. No, I don't
No,
know.
you
I didn't know you.
First of all, look. I don't, most of the time when you hear a man read, he is either, he's usually a gay male. You don't hear a straight male read all the time. And I'm not insinuating that he's of the LGBTQ community because I feel like the energy says that he's a straight male. And I feel like he is, for real. There's been no allegations or none of that. But to hear a straight male read, he did. Look, thank you, my brother, for reeling me back in. Between all three of us. He did go low. And it's probably been something he's had on his chest. They probably had some dealings before this. Either not personally, I guess, up front. It's probably been some chitter chatter around the streets that made them collapse. Because this is iconic. This 2003 read is an iconic read for sure.
with that lowdown. Lastly, we can continue with what I heard about all those abortions. Like 8? You had 8 abortions? That's what I heard. That's the rumor. Now you want to keep fueling that? Did you write about that in your book?
I wrote about abortion in my book.
All 8 of them?
Yes, I
8?
wrote. I have an abortion. Unlike you, Judge, I'll be smarter about my book. I don't read
Yeah,
everything for
nobody.
free. People must buy my book to get the information that they need to get.
Finance this radio show knowing that you had 8 abortions, a cocaine addict, and a bisexual. Sponsors continue to put up money for this show.
You know what, Judge?
You watch out for the anti-abortion crowd, I can tell you that.
Let me just say
watch
this.
out for them. You better say something to them. Don't explain
Let me say
You ain't no
I'm
drama
sorry
with
if that
me.
was not in your
Let me
ear.
say
I'm pretty sure it
something to
was.
you
I
and to
apologize.
everybody listening.
Go right ahead. See,
You are the.
You thought you were going to get me on here and hijack me.
You
But
are
got
the
wrong
Tyson
person.
Beckford.
You got the wrong person, Don.
You are the
got the
Tyson
wrong
Beckford
guy.
of the
I'm not
protest.
some of these soft guys you done had on here that you think you can talk anything
said,
to. I come from the hardest streets of
I'm
America.
hard
And
body,
you think
bitch.
you're going to send me back to the
Sorry.
streets
hard
fueling
body,
these
young lady.
nonsensical rumors that come in
I'm
the
not
tabloid?
fueling anything, but I'm just
the other
listening.
tabloid article where I'm supposed to beating up the Reverend. Me and Reverend Jackson jumped on a preacher in L.A. You didn't see that?
No.
Or you just too fixated on drugs and sex to discuss that? Is that your problem?
I
You
didn't
got
see
a
that
real
one.
fixation with drugs and sex, and that's all you talk about from what I understand
Tell
on
us-
your show.
tell us
And now
about
we
the
know
beatdown.
why you had all those 8 abortions. My God, do you have any spirituality in you at all?
Tell
You
us
need to go
about-
to church. What church do you go
Tell
to?
us about
'Cause you
the-
need God in your life.
Tell us
That's what
about
you
the
need.
beatdown,
And I'm not
Judge.
mad. Anyone that knows my show know that I don't take any disrespect or I don't let anybody say anything they want to me without me checking them real strong and real tough. And that's what you're getting today, Wendy. You're getting a real good checking. All right? Which is what you need. And quite frankly, it's overdue.
Trigger warning. Thank you, my brother. My brother Eagles said yes because he went all the way in on her, and I remember this. So you remember this. Thank you. So you was around. See, there's people that was around when other people wasn't around. I wasn't around when this happened, and that was intense. He is so wrong. There are some places you just don't go. What if her abortion was a trigger for her? And this is why I love to have, because I'm like, oh, he read her for filth. But my brother Eagle said that could have triggered her and could have really sent her. She could have been in remission, or I don't know what it is when is it called remission when they're not doing drugs or alcohol? And you remember, Carol? See, I'm glad to have y'all here because y'all were around when that happened. Just like some people was around when certain YouTube beef happened and stuff like that. Like I know I was around when certain beef happened. That other wasn't around. So I get it. And this is what I needed. I need on my platform. I'm like, he reading her for filth. Get her. But my brother Eagle said that could have been a trigger for her. He went too low. And this is why I love being on YouTube. Because it makes me take a step back and like, hold on. Wait a minute. You got to see things from different perspectives. Even though I try to. But sometimes you get caught up in things. You get caught up. Seriously. I'm so caught up in the read. I ain't even thinking about nobody getting triggered. So thank you, my brother, for that. Exactly, Carol, exactly. This here interview could be the reason why she is the person she is today. Why she has so much substance abuse issues. Because he could have sent her down a dark path after this day. I've had things like that happen in my life where a person has triggered me to be someone that I said I didn't want to be anymore. Like, I'll give you an instance. I don't like to argue. I don't. Because I say mean and hurtful things that I don't mean. I say mean and hurtful things that I don't mean. So I don't like to argue. So you can easily trigger me and say something that make me go to a place where I don't want to go to. Because I've probably said mean and hurtful things to somebody before, and I lost them forever. So I get it. And not only for her, but some of her female listeners. I'm all for a good read, but yes, my brother. See, that's why you're my brother. I don't call people my brother for nothing. I call people my brother because I relate and I like the way that you speak. Okay? As much as I call everybody my bae, that's Pillow Talk with Bae. You're my bae. You coming to lay up and talk, but you are my brother because I feel you. Okay? I understand. Let's get back to the content. Look, I ain't trying to go too deep tonight.
You get folks on your show and you just think you can talk and say anything you want to them. Well, that's what I do on my show. And my show has higher ratings than yours. So I'm trumping
Very
you today.
interesting
I'm
part about
trumping you today.
No, you're not
And I'm
trumping
letting
me,
you know
Judge.
that you're going to have to listen.
You're actually not trumping anything. What me and my audience talk about we talk about on a regular basis, and it's actually very comical to me. All of the protesting you're doing, it's almost like that saying, "Thou dost protest too much."
Thou not
You understand
protest
me
too
clearly.
much.
This is called when you think that you can just treat people unfairly and say what you want.
I am not saying what I want to you. I simply asked you about this
Let me tell you
woman,
what you've done.
and you immediately jumped
You tried to spit.
to the
I
highest
tell you
of
what I immediately did.
protestivity.
I tell you what I
about
immediately here, and as long as you get out of
So,
order, I will check you.
What I was told, allegedly, what I was told allegedly is he thought that Wendy was the reason for everybody digging up his background. That she was the puppet master to get this gang of people, sort of like what we see here on YouTube. That you have a head honcho, and then you have, the people under them. And I'm just speaking in general because at every aspects of YouTube, because I don't want anyone to take this to offense. But at every aspect of YouTube, you have a top dog. Okay? You have the head. And then you have 2. Then you got 3 jump down from the 2. Then you got 4 jump down to the 3. All that. We call them minions these days, or maybe bone collectors. The people that dig up the stuff for the puppet master. He is saying that Wendy, the puppet master, got her collective group of minions or bone collectors to dig up dirt on him. And this is my factual opinion, allegedly. This is what I heard. Is reason why he attacked her so hard, because he got sick of it, because they defamed his character. At the end of the day, they defamed his character. They dug up some stuff that he didn't want dug up. And I get it. We all get it. That's why some people don't show their faces these days. They don't want their personal life to spew onto YouTube. I get it. I don't want my personal life to be spewed on the YouTube. I give y'all some of my personal life. What I want y'all to know. I don't want y'all to know everything. I always say I ain't shit. But all right. The shit. Back to the content.
So, yeah. So, you don't know this woman.
There you go again. Are you still getting high? Because I just saw you leave the bathroom looking like you were getting high. In fact, you got white powder around your nose right now. Yes, you do. Ask your colleague.
My brother, I agree with you. Why couldn't he just ask her instead of attacking her? Because there's a difference between asking and attacking. And I think it must be a thin line. Because some people say, no, I just ask. But you have to be careful with your words when you choose to ask somebody something, because it can come off as offensive and also as if you're attacking the person. Now, you're free to do whatever you want to on your platform. Do as you please. It's your platform. But however, Judge Mathis was on her platform. Okay? And he was very, very disrespectful. I agree with you, Eagles. I agree. He could have asked her. He didn't even have to bring this up. But you know what? Sometimes people will do anything for content. Right?
Okay, can we bring a close up?
Doesn't it look like
Can
she got
somebody
white
bring a
powder
close up
around her nose?
The VH1
You
camera.
got powder around your nose. Let's take a look. It looks like it to me. Put her in the court. It looks like you got white powder to me around your nose.
I don't know whether
You still a dope fiend? I need to check you in the rehab and pray for you.
Wow.
You need help, sweetie.
Oh,
Turn to Christ.
Okay. All right.
That's what you go to.
Where's my deck of cards at?
You picked the wrong one this time, Wendy. That's all.
No, I think I picked the right one, baby.
That's right. You want to build your ratings up on me.
This is
You want
like,
to build your ratings up on a real star.
absolutely
That's
not.
right, baby.
Oh, Judge Mathis was feeling himself that night. Oh, he was feeling himself. That was spot on, Carol. Say, back to the bushes I know. Look, we're going to say in the clouds over here. It's pillow talk. Look, let me drop down real quick. Where we at? We in the clouds over here. So you gonna go back in the clouds, baby. All right. You have fun in them clouds. Don't be up there daydreaming now. Don't be up in them clouds daydreaming. If you start daydreaming, you come back down here and talk to me now.
Look, after this is over, you and I still cool?
I kiss you now. We cool now.
No, I don't cheat on my husband.
That's right.
You know.
Screw the women in front of him.
So, all right. My brother Eagles, did she trigger him by saying, I don't cheat on my husband? Maybe she was insinuating that either he cheated on his wife. Hold on, so you can see me, so you can know I'm talking. So is she insinuating that he cheats on his wife, or that his wife, I'm gonna hit myself in the lip, or that his wife cheats on him? Could that have been a trigger for him? Let's talk about it. Let's pillow talk about it.
You admitted to a minute ago. Remember, you just said he watches while you screw women. Isn't that what you said on the air? Your listeners heard you. You want to deny it now?
Oh, boy.
I'm about to
Yeah.
burn the
Tough
goddamn
to-
floor up.
Artie,
It's tough dealing with a
Can
real
you
one
please
when
just...
you're used to dealing with fakes.
Woo! Say wait one more time again.
Okay.
It's tough, isn't it?
Artie,
It's tough dealing with a
can
real
you
one
please
when
just...
you're used to dealing with fakes.
Okay,
It's tough.
Artie,
It's tough dealing with a
can
real
you
one
please
when
just...
you're used to dealing with fakes.
I can't tell you how many times I hear that. It's tough when you're dealing with a real one, when you're used to dealing with fakes. A real one gonna give it to you real, raw, uncensored, and uncut. And the fake one gonna pump fake with you. They're gonna try to make it feel good. Okay? Just keep that in mind. All right.
Okay,
It's tough
I just
dealing
need
with a
somebody to
real
weigh in
one.
on this. Artie, weigh in on exactly what is going on here, because you're here every day. You know how I deal with my listeners. And, can we take phone calls?
Let's take some phone calls. Absolutely.
Okay, let's take phone calls. We'll take them right now.
Yes, sir.
And damn it, nobody curse. We need phone calls right now. Judge, you need to have... you have headphones on. Okay. Hi, BLS, you're on the air. Hello? Is this the day these...
Hello?
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 Hi.
She needs your help. She
You're
needs your
on.
help. Wendy needs your help.
I got you, Wendy. I got you.
No, turn your radio down. You're on the radio with me and the Judge Mathis.
Oh, okay.
All right, next. Lolo, the super people, super
She
friends.
needs your help. She
Stand out.
needs your help.
Hi, BLS.
Help her, Lord,
Hello?
help her,
Hi.
please.
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy. This is Valerie.
I'm
calling from
going in the
Bronx.
clouds
Hi,
with
Valerie.
y'all. Fuck all
Hi,
this. I'm
first time
getting
I
in the
get to meet
clouds.
you.
I mean,
How you
excuse me.
doing?
Bump all this. I'm
Good.
going in the clouds.
I'm listening to your interview with Judge Mathis.
Yeah.
What's up with him? He's going off on you.
That's right. I sure am, because she's spurring untrue rumors trying to damage my reputation.
I am not
And I'm
spurring them. We're
Yes,
dispelling
she is.
them.
No.
Let me
You've
tell
tried to
you.
talk about it for 20 minutes.
No,
Yes, you have.
we're trying to
And you
dispel
did
them.
My brother. Now, that's why I said, that's exactly why I said, he read her like he was a part of the LGBT community. Not saying that it's right for a gay male to read a female. I don't do what you do. Just don't step on my shoes, okay? But I'm used to a more, I'm used to a gay male reading a female. Not too much heterosexual male reading a female, which is, it's all good in my hood. However the wind blows or flows, hey, do your thing, playboy. But as you said, he did not handle that like a man, because a real man would have stepped back and took a breath and responded like a true king. Well, I won't say a true king, because only because I'm trying to be technical. And homosexual males are kings as well. My brother from another mother is a homosexual, and he's a king. Okay? At the end of the day, he's a king. But as a male, when you talking about the heterosexual community, and when you have genders, you have a straight male and a straight woman, so-called, allegedly, because he said she was bisexual. He should have said, hold on, wait a minute. I'm going to talk a little bit of stuff, but I'm not going to do her in. I'm not going to go in. Instead, I'm going to be a king and talk to her to the side, because that's what a king is. He don't put everything on blast. Now, to the peasants and stuff, yeah, the peasants get shunned when they get out of order. But to a queen, maybe she wasn't doing queen-like activities in his eyes. And that's why he shunned her, per se, quote unquote, unquote. Now, look, y'all see, I'll get analytical and I'll analyze, I'll break shit down, I get deep. And I have a special treat for y'all. Maybe tonight, and y'all can catch the replay, or maybe another day. But Mr. Bay will be coming onto the platform, you guys, and giving us a deep conversation on Pillow Talk with Bay. All right. My favorite Bay will be having a deep conversation. All right. On here. Because we gets into some things. And when they say opposites attract, we're opposite, but we're so much alike at the same time. So I hope that you guys can catch that. Not catch the replay when we do it together. Because y'all are in for a very, very interesting and animated conversation. My brother says, I have been accused of much and horrible things, and I handle it better than that. And I've seen out here on the YouTube streets, my brother, and you handle it with so much grace, power, and dignity. I told you, I don't call you my brother for a reason. I mean, not for a reason. It's a reason. Right. And what's so funny, he kept throwing up a judge. How many times on these YouTube streets people throw up their accolades? Left and right. Throwing up their accolades. Are we human at the end of the day? Everybody want to seem like a boss. I'm this, I'm that. I'm better than you. I ain't better than you. Yeah. You know, when they say I'm better than you, they too cocky. When they say I ain't better than you, then they a simp. They sad fishing. Yeah, I get it. But guess what? God knows who you are at the end of the day, okay? The Most High knows who you are. We're going back up in the clouds.
Chris Rock for 2 hours. Thought I wasn't going to hear about it, and I did. So I couldn't wait to get here to check you to your face. Sweetie, this is what I do on television every day, and thank you for watching. That's what I do. So I'm real. I am who I am.
Wendy,
I'm on
what's up with you? You haven't been able to come back on him.
No, she can't. You know what? Judge me, she too high. Because I am absolutely. She too high. That's why she can't, sweetie.
Look, brought to you by Classic Throwback TV.
Yeah.
And go ahead and promote yourself. Classic Throwback. If y'all ain't following, go ahead and follow. I might have to check them out. Actually, let me look. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all. Hold on. That I am going to follow these people right now. Okay. Wait, let me make this bigger for y'all. Boop, 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 boop. Go subscribe, and we're going to hit that notification bell. Maybe we check them out and do some more commentary when we ain't got nothing else to talk about. All right.
She's a younger woman. She's about 24. She's got a big behind, long 2-inch nails, and she apparently went to sell her story someplace. All I'm asking you is, did you know the woman? I told you that. You said you didn't know her. Right. You said you've never smoked coke or done coke. But the way that you're reacting, you have to understand.
The way that I'm acting is a person who knows that their reputation was defamed by you for 2 hours with Chris Rock behind my back based on trash tabloids. The way that I'm acting is that I came here today and then you tried to talk about it for 20 minutes after I dispelled it to you in 30 seconds. I've worked long and hard to overcome the streets of Detroit. I went from jail to the in 15 years to the youngest judge in America, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you or anybody else defame my reputation with this nonsense.
When you're backstage
trying to make up stories story
billboards with
and
gators
continuing to
and
fuel
all like
and
that?
continuing to fuel rumors that are untrue. That's why I'm checking you and anybody else to do it. And this nut over here that keeps making noise while I'm talking, I'm gonna get on him in a minute.
Not this nut over here that keep making noise.
Butt like he got no respect for
Why are you looking at my
himself,
butt, Judge?
showing his nasty drawers that he ain't even washed. Don't
How
nobody
you
want to see
doing?
that, and he must don't know
Oh,
that
how
that's
you
what they wear in
doing?
prison. I know because I've been there. And the people who wear it in prison are the homosexuals who want to be someone's wife.
Let me
and
ask
if that's
you this.
what he wants to be, I get him a husband.
Were you
because he
backstage?
looks a
Were
little
you
soft
backstage? Were you
anyway.
backstage at the
He look a little
BET
soft
Awards?
anyway.
I want you,
He look
Judge.
a
How you
little light in
doing?
the loafers.
I want you, baby.
Yeah.
Were you backstage at
Now,
the
anybody
BET
else want to
Awards?
get checked?
Flirting with the young
I'm
girls.
checking everybody here.
Were you
My
backstage
wife
at
was
the
with me at the
BET Awards?
BET Awards. The
All
only
right.
person
Oh.
I was
Jesse's
with
boy.
at my wife, and she was at my side
All
every
right.
second.
All
What
right.
honor did
Oh,
you
my
hear I was
God.
supposed to be flirting with? At
I
the
just
BET
heard you were back
Awards?
there taking
See?
pictures and being charming.
Taking pictures
See?
and being charming. And for that, you call me
She
flirting.
triggered him.
You see
She
what I'm
triggered
saying?
him
You
by
see what I'm
saying
saying?
that
You see
certain
why I'm
stuff
checking you? Because
about
you just said
the
what
wife
you
and
heard
all that.
was that I was backstage being nice and being charming and
See?
taking pictures.
Well,
and for
I
that,
actually-
you said you heard I flirting.
It was
Those are
actually-
two different things.
It was
all right?
actually a little more, but
once again, you are trying to fuel things that hurt my reputation. I don't know why. Are you jealous? I hope your VH1 show takes off, but don't hate on me until it does. Hopefully you'll get on television.
because you
keep
ain't,
trying.
man.
This pilot I'm giving you today, it might be the one that sells your show and gets you on television. Then you don't have to hate
The
on
clout.
me no more, Wendy.
The clout.
Then you don't
The
have
clout.
to try to fuel
Judge Mathis, nobody's hating on you.
outrageous allegations.
Nobody's hating on you.
Can you call me
Fueling
Judge?
outrageous allegations. And so that's
Call
why I
me.
have to check you every step of the way.
The very
and let
interesting
you
thing is
know
that we've had
that you
people
cannot
dispel
continue to
rumors
do
in
that.
much more calm ways than the
Right,
judge. And
because
I'm
they're
so
not
shocked
me.
because the
I
judge
just told you.
is more mature,
Look,
and I
she's
just
shocked.
thought you would
You don't
have
know
a
me.
more
You
mature
don't
look
know
at me.
Wendy,
I wish
you haven't read the book, obviously.
I wish that the
You
book
must
just
not have
came
read
out,
the
Here,
book.
Judge.
I've been busy
Yeah,
with
and
my
it
own
sold
book,
out in
telling
3
my own
days, by the way.
truth, which is
What did I
something
say?
that
What about us?
But you don't know me. That's why you can't. You thought
How
I
you
would be
doing?
calm.
concentrating
Why,
on me.
that's
What's
why you
going
thought I
on?
would be calm while you continue to defame me and damage my reputation.
defame
But
me.
I would never be
Okay.
calm if anybody
At
tries
the-
to do that to me.
At the end of the day, my brother, they were both wrong. A queen and a king should never, ever allow the clout of the media, the attention of the media, to knock their crowns off. Okay? You can do that behind the scenes all day, every day. Be fighting and fussing all day long. But a king and a queen should never do this on camera or on radio for the viewers. Because there's nothing professional about this hot ass mess. You are so right. No, we agree with each other. We here. Okay? Look, it's got about 2 more minutes and then we're going to wrap it up. That sound good?
Me.
All right.
And they will
I mean,
get checked
Judge,
over and over and over, just like I'm doing you. And since I
See,
can't
and
talk
then
anymore,
they got the
'cause your little
background noise
homosexual
with the
girlfriend
dude doing
with
all
his
that.
pants down, behind his butt like he has no respect
Knocking
for
and
himself,
shit,
keep
all that
interrupting.
extra.
I'm out of here.
Like,
Thank
he
you.
hyping it
Good for your
up.
show, but please stop hating on me. It'll be all
I
right.
love you.
Do you need a
I love you.
Do you need some money?
I've
No,
got-
'cause
I've
then
got
you'll
my
use
own
it for your
thing going
cocaine
on.
habit.
Oh, yes,
I don't want
that's
to
right.
give you money
That's
for that.
right.
Have a good day, sweetie, and take that
Judge, I'm bending
homosexual
over.
with you. All right, bye bye.
There he goes.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Judge.
With.
Are you gonna call me Judge? How you doing?
Curse.
Come here, Judge. Let's play some
The judge
cards.
can't curse.
Homo Judge.
You want to know
We
what
all
you
get out of
want?
line sometimes.
You can call it what you want.
Just don't call me broke.
Yeah, he was fun. Yeah, he was fun. The judge protested way too much.
Yes.
I don't feel like I've been checked in any way, shape, or form.
I feel like I'm forthright and honest every damn day I come in on this
Thank
show.
you. Lola
Now,
with the vibe.
anybody who walks away from
I
this
didn't know you were
show
still here,
thinking
bud.
I'm hooked on whatever, I mean, I don't even think we need to go there, you know, because I got a book to sell, honey, and it's too bad it's over. But this is the taping of my pilot, so perhaps when the show does roll on VH1, you will be able to see how the physical anger, Trevin. I mean, you were only laying on the art. You're a little nutty. Trevin, step up
Not
and you
nutty.
be honest and do not kowtow
For
because
someone who doesn't know,
yes,
because of the extent of him protesting, I would think that, well, you might have something to hide. Most definitely.
yes.
Hey.
And me?
No, I mean,
Did I just get rolled over?
no, not at all. You get a chance to get rolled over. How did you get a word in?
Would she roll over me?
Shut up, Art! You shut up! Trevin, you're the only sane person in the room.
Without question, it was way too much protesting.
Okay. All right. Look, everybody. We have more guests scheduled for today. What the hell? What time is it?
Thank you,
Time
my
for a break.
brother.
We are so behind schedule. That was so much fun.
And since they're gonna take a break, we gonna leave. So with that being said, look, this was a good live because I'm in my 2-hour mark. I only work for 2 hours a day. No, I'm just kidding. I work way longer than 2 hours a day preparing for this. Because it's not easy. I said this yesterday. It's not easy being a content creator. However, it's worth the while. And I so appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone that has came through. I appreciate my wonderful mods. Philo with the bobs definitely was in here. I don't know if I had any other mods in here, but Philo with the vibes. Y'all check her out. I appreciate her, but I do appreciate my other mods. I appreciate Guap, Tez. I appreciate you. I also appreciate Ben's, my other mod. I also appreciate my secret mod. Shh. Don't come out the clouds yet. One day, come out the clouds. Oh, my other mod leak. I think that's the name. Yes. Oh, you had a good time. Oh, come out the clouds. Come out the clouds, babe. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I handled it from the back end because my mods are not really into YouTube like that. I only have one mod that knows the YouTube streets like that, and I'm trying to help Below, go in and out through the YouTube streets and know, but I still haven't had a chance to show her how to block the bots. But Eagle, I am going to allow you to be a mod. I'm going to do that. Hold on. While we're talking, because I think I have my YouTube chat up. Because I know you're here all the time. Thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate you. Like, so much. I hope I got my 5 mods. I said I didn't want to go over 5 mods. I just want to keep it simple. Especially, I want to keep it to people that I know. And that I know that it's going to do the right things. And I definitely know, Eagle, you are going to do the right thing. And if I need to, I'll extend the mod family. Look, hold on. Wait a minute. Eagle, since you're still here, do you want to be a mod? Wait, I'm just like modding people. Wait a minute. Eagles, my brother, do you want to be a mod? Let me know right now, because I don't I don't know your Instagram or anything. And if you don't want to be a mod, I will take it back respectfully. I ain't gonna just snatch it up. Okay. You said sure. So as long as you good with it, you see it there, you got it. Thank you, my brother, because I know you're always here. And Carol, look, you always here. I'll mod you up too. Even the hubby, give him a wrench too. Throw it to him. Football it. I just like to, sometimes that wrench makes you feel special. I try to make sure that I have people that's here that's our mods. Even though I have mods that are not here. But there's people that I know personally, and I know that they're gonna make sure that things are, oh, you don't have to know how. I didn't know how to be a mod when I was first modding for Nosy Ho Live. Yes, it is Pillow Talk. My IG is Pillow Talk _ with Bay. Let me put it here in the chat. IG. That is my Instagram. Please feel free to hit me up. If you have any topics, for the people that's with the replay gang in this thing, you would love to? Really? Girl. And I think you did, you know what? Mod party. We're just gonna mod everybody up. I seen that. So you know what? Look, go ahead and comment something else. See that wrench by your name, Carol girl? Look, I appreciate y'all are here for me. If nobody else is here, I know. Party, Velo, Jesus Christ. Volo. Thank you. I think I just got the alert. Yep, I just got the alert. So I'll follow you back. And Carol, I'll make sure I follow you back as well. Because I did see that you had followed me. I have to find you. No, thank you. I've been calling you Philo the whole time. Tied to my head and not my heart. You know what time it is. Look, I thank you guys for being here. As a content creator, and I followed people from when they had this many people in their chat versus to having 2,000 to 3,000 to 5,000 people. Because when I watch somebody and I like how they, commentate on things, and I like the content creator, if I find them at the beginning, 9 times out of 10, I go through the journey. As long as I don't see them being disrespectful to people behind the scenes. Like, that's one of the reasons why I stopped modding for Nosy Ho Live. It's because of her behind the scenes actions. I understand being a character on live because, you don't know when someone is being an actor or actress and thinking like this is a show for them, which I try to put on a show for y'all. I'm a content creator. I know how to create content versus someone just, that's really their personality. They're really an asshole. And, I just seen some things behind the scenes that I just didn't like. So I had to part ways, and that's okay. If you see some things that you don't like about me and you want to part ways, please just tell me. Say, I don't want to be a mod anymore. I don't want to, deal with you anymore. I might cry in the corner. But it happens. I ain't everybody cup of tea. Okay. And I get it. And yes, please make sure that you guys subscribe to Volo. I said it right. Volo with the vibes. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Can we y'all want to listen to something slow before we get out of here, or y'all want to listen to something fast? Let me know in the chat. Come on, I give y'all a second. Let me know. Y'all want to listen to a song? Do your request. Ready, set, go.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Look, I was bouncing so. Wait a minute. I was bouncing so goddamn much. Look at the weave. The weave was bouncing too. Oh my God. All right, you guys. Whatever I want to play. All right, since y'all said so. Since you said so. What is it? Dang, I can't think of the name of the song. Hold on. I can't pull that up. You know what? For my brother, I'ma play Luther Vandross song. Luther Vandross. This one.
My first YouTube video.
This ain't my first YouTube video. I'm about 40 videos in almost. I think I've seen 38, 39, something like that. Have a good night. Good night, babe.